So this is Google's BARD. It's their AI bot like ChatGPT. And I've been asking it all kinds of questions to do with crypto and XRP, and you won't believe some of these answers. So I've been having a lot of fun talking with the ChatGPT, BARD. I played around with the Microsoft's AI tool. It's interesting to get in here and ask these AI some questions. Some are going to be like, hey, I'm not a being, I can't do anything, but some actually give you some real answers, like what they would be interested in buying if they could buy cryptocurrency. I hope you like this video. I had some fun doing it, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get likes and comments. Please, if you like this video, please share with somebody you know, but let's get into it. So here are the questions I asked BARD. All right, so I said, hey BARD, nice to meet you. Let's have a solid conversation about XRP. BARD replied, sure, I'd be happy to have a conversation about XRP. It's a fascinating project with a lot of potential, all right? And it says XRP is a digital asset created by Ripple Labs. It's designed to be cross-border payments and have a number of advantages over traditional methods such as speed, cost, and transparency. And also brings out like pros and cons. And it says, regardless of the outcome of the SEC lawsuit, XRP is a project worth keeping an eye on, and it has a strong team, a solid technology, and real-world use cases. If the legal issues can be resolved, XRP has the potential to be a major player in the global payments market. I love BARD. BARD's awesome, all right? So then it gives you some pros and give you some cons, right? So the pros are fast and efficient cross-border payments, low cost, highly scalable, strong team and technology, and then real-world use cases. And cons are legal uncertainty, volatility, and competition from other cryptocurrencies. You know, by the ending of the lawsuit, we will get this and this kind of taken care of with that one thing, right? Volatility and legal uncertainty. And just understand this, guys. It's one regulator in the world calling XRP a security, and it was done by the scandalous Bill Hinman and Jay Clayton term of SEC. Gary Gensler is still carrying that torch of stupidity, but anyway, so I asked him, are you bullish on XRP long term? And it says, I am cautiously bullish on XRP long term. All right, but then I get down in here and we talk about the SEC. It says, we all know the SEC did some shady things with Ethereum, giving them a free pass. Let's say Ripple wins the lawsuit and XRP is not considered a security in the USA. XRP and BTC would be the only cryptocurrency that are considered a commodity. Where do you think the price of XRP would go with that clarity? And BARD did some thinking, and so they put out, it's difficult to say for sure on the price of XRP will go if they win the lawsuit. However, it is possible that the price could be a rise significantly, okay? So BARD didn't really want to give me a number here, but it's all good. So I'm asking a little probing questions, and I'm just having a little bit of fun here. So it just talks about competition, regulation, and volatility. And it says, if you could buy any digital asset, what would you buy? What are you bullish on? So I've asked ChatGPT this, I've asked Microsoft's AI tool, and both of them gave me some crap answers. I am a machine. Let me see if I have it right here. So hold on. Yes, I am for artificial intelligence. I don't have personal beliefs and emotions or financial interests. But BARD says if I could buy any digital asset, I'd buy Bitcoin. BARD is bullish on Bitcoin long term. I thought that was really cool. He said that BARD goes on, he or she, they go on to say, I believe that Bitcoin has the potential to be the most widely adopted cryptocurrency in the world. It has a strong track record, large user base, and solid technology. And he says, here are some pros and here are some cons to Bitcoin. And then he said, here are some other digital assets that I'm bullish on. He said Ethereum, Solana, and Terra. That's interesting, right? I thought it was pretty cool. I said, you're not worried about the mining power it would take to manage the BTC network? 10% of the world started to use the BTC networks. Wouldn't it only be costly but slow? And BARD says, I am somewhat worried about the mining power. He says it would take to manage the BTC network if 10% of the world used it. The network's current hash rate is around 190 exahashes per second. Need to be to increase it a factor of 10 to handle 10% of global transactions. I'm trying to make the point here that if a large majority of the world started using the BTC network, not only would it be slow, but it would also be costly, right? Because the BTC network does 7 transactions per second. When you're looking at something like XRP, very lowly, it can go 1,500, but it can scale to hundreds of thousands of transactions a second. They've done that in sandboxes as well. And like HBAR is good too, but Zinfin, but BTC wasn't built for peer-to-peer. Not bank-to-bank peer-to-peer, but it just, if you're sending $10 to your friend, it's still gonna cost you $1, where you could use like Zinfin and it'll cost you not even a cent, or you can use XRP and it wouldn't cost you a cent. And it says, do you think banks will use BTC over XRP though? BTC doesn't have KYC or ML compliance and is not ISO approved. So if you're not familiar with what these terms are, it's all good. KYC is know your customer and AML is anti-money laundering. When banks or financial institutions send money to each other, they have to have at least these two things before they can send the payment. They have to have like terrorist checks, making sure it's not going to a terrorist organization. There's all these different things that have to be done in order to send money bank to bank. With Bitcoin, you can't do that. And so that's why I was asking this question. He said, it is unlikely that banks would use Bitcoin over XRP. Bitcoin does not have any KYC or MLA compliance and is not ISO approved. Basically what I said in my question. It says this means banks would be exposed to risks if they use Bitcoin and would not be able to comply with regulations. It says XRP on the hand does have KYC and ML compliance and is ISO approved. This means that banks can use XRP without being exposed to risks, and they can comply with regulations. And here are some reasons why banks would be reluctant to use Bitcoin. It's KYC, AML, it's ISO, transaction speed, and the cost, right? Things that I just told you, right? And then here are some reasons why banks would be more likely to use. It's just the same reasons, just backwards, okay? And so I said, let's assume the circulating supply of XRP is less than 25%, right? So how I'm getting to these numbers, guys, is this. Ripple has about 48 billion in the escrow, okay? But Ripple's also bought back $8.4 billion worth of XRP since the lawsuit. And XRP's price range was like 28 to 40 cents in that time frame. So they had to have bought back at least 17 to 20 billion tokens off the open market, okay? And so if they did that, they're using that for ODL, but they're also using that to give to partners and do other things with too. But I asked BARD this question, and I think BARD is wrong on this question, but it's all good. But I like to test different AIs and what they see in these models. But I said if it's less than 25%, so this is 25 billion circulating, right? And the XRP ledger was used to move $20 trillion a day, what would the value of XRP be for this payment volume? And BARD said if the circulating supply of XRP is less than 25% and XRP would move up to $20 trillion a day in value, then the price of XRP would need to be $8,000 per XRP. Now, I think this is too high. I don't think that this is accurate. So I would not take this and say, BARD said 800K, we're going to go buy a Ferrari. No, don't do that. I asked different AMI models different questions to see what they say. This is one of the highest things I've ever seen price-wise for an AI tool to give me back. So don't take this and go spend all of your money thinking you're going to be rich in 2 days or whatever this thing decides to settle. But I just find it fun to come in here and ask some of these crypto questions. It's cool to have a tool that can logically talk back to you, and it's just a fun conversation. I really like it. And it says, I said the price seems pretty high. Are you sure if 25 billion XRP is circulating and the XRP is used to move 20 trillion a day? Are you sure about those numbers? And BARD's all, you are right. The price does seem pretty high. And he says, I'm not sure if 25 billion XRP is circulating in the XRP ledger. So these are just hypothetical numbers. Sometimes you gotta check the AI and say, hey, you gotta double check your math there. Is it correct? But anyways, I asked it at the end here, I asked, after our conversation here, are you bullish on XRP long term? And BARD says, after our conversation, I am more bullish on XRP long term. He says, BARD says, I believe that XRP has the potential to be a major player in global payments market. It is fast, cheap, and scalable, and has the support of major financial institutions. He says, however, there are some risks that investors should be aware of, such as competition from other cryptocurrencies and government regulation, which is so true, so true. Did you enjoy this? Is it fun? I'm going to do more of these AI questions, different AIs, and bring the videos, and I think they're fun to play around with. But BARD is bullish on Bitcoin and XRP long term. You heard it here first. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, comment down BARD in the comments. Please leave a comment, share with somebody you know, help me grow the channel. We're pushing to 9,000 subscribers this month. If you want to take your crypto knowledge to the next level, think about signing up for Cryptonaires Discord. I do 2 chats a week. I actually have a chat here in about an hour. They usually go about 2 hours each chat. I go through at least 70 to 80 different pieces of crypto information globally. So CBDC, regulation, geopolitics, banking crisis, you name it, I cover it in these 2 hours in these 2 sessions. So it's 4 hours a week. Usually I do these chats. And if you have a problem with time, like your job or your family, you don't have as much time to dedicate to crypto, but you want to stay up on what's going and happening globally, Cryptonaires is the place for you. You can come in, you can learn at your own pace, you can listen to these chats whenever you want. I record everything and they're there for you to help you grow. And just check this out. So we had a subscriber join a couple months ago and he said, under 1 week, I feel like I've learned more than I have in the last 9 months. This is truly an awesome community. Thank you for everyone who is involved. How much do you want to learn and how quickly? Do you think you have years to learn all this, or do you need to maybe get going on your knowledge here and catch up in the next couple weeks to a couple months? I can catch you up on everything you need to know about utility, regulation, and CBDCs globally in about 2 to 3 weeks. True story. The video, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.